Here again, just giving these youngsters a little bit of feed. They soon get used to you coming, because when we first turned them out, they all ran down that bottom over there and jumped over someone's fence. It wasn't pleasant. Anyway, they're getting on a little bit now. You can see they were the skinny bunch. You know, the ones that were in the lean-to, do you remember? They lived with the two limmies. Anywho, little and often, and they're soon getting used to us. So me and Roy are just moving stock. We're going up stainmore and we're going to fetch last year's lambs back for shearing, possibly Monday, but they need to be dry, and it is gonna hurr it down and thunder and clatter up very shortly. So we're going to bring them back, stick them in the handling system, that way they're dry. And things as well, like for Peter, he doesn't really want to be, when it's dry, going up a long way away, like stainmore, and doing 30 sheep for us, when he could be going somewhere proper and doing 200 sheep. Do you know what I mean? So it's not fair to ask him to do that. So that's why we're bringing them back, so that he could possibly on a wet day or a wet night do them in our handling system, which is absolutely grand. That's exactly what we need. We're not taking our dogs. Nellie's obviously not trained, you know that. Wind's too much of a liability next to the A66. So we're just going up. I don't think he chased cars. He might flare sheep onto a road or something though. So our friend John, JC, a lot of you local people know him. Anyway, he's going to come and give us a hand, because he's actually having a brew at Big Roy's now. So it'll only take him not long with his dogs, because they're amazing. Joking. I'm not really dying. I'm having yawn. Oh, the good dogs. Oh, the good dogs. Oh, the good dogs. Oh. Ah. You can't even see me. So that is it. Sheep are in. John always impresses me. I would just love to be able to have a confidence to take a dog on there and bring sheep. You can't even see me. Just love to be able to do that. And like, they're just like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. I'll just do it in 2 minutes. And I'm like, I just love it. I just love it. Oh, he's going past me. Look at them dogs. They're just so cute. Can you hear that? The metal around the exhaust is rattling. It's really annoying. It wasn't doing it on the way here, so it must just be the wind. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna go get these home. I'm like 20 minutes off home or something. And yeah, I'll show you them when I put them in the handling system. And I'll also do a bit of a demonstration for mostly for TikTok, because I think they need the most education. The people that watch my channel generally have a broader sense of farming, but younger people on TikTok don't. And show you sheep that haven't been shorn in this weather, and show you what it's like for them, and show you the thickness of their fleece as well, because they are overdue. Their mums weren't even that fluffy. But yeah, okay, bye. Try to put you down, just walk on by, don't turn around. You only have to answer to yourself. We are home. Sheep made it in one piece. I've only left them there for 10 seconds because just need to move this water out of here and shift a bit of around. Just gone for the bobcat, which is in here. It's starting to rain. Like, I mean, you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's starting to rain anyway. If you can't see it, it's raining. It's gonna clatter up, so we want them sheep out as soon as possible. We have got them off with minutes to spare before they got wet. Like, it was a good choice to go today and not tomorrow, because it would have taken them with them fleeces on a long time to dry out. That smell, petrichor, that's what it is. Whoa! I'll go let the dog. Anyway, yeah. So we're just gonna stick the sheep in here. It's dry. It's just full of bits of hay and fleece and stuff, which is absolutely fine. We have a rodent. It's getting really annoying. Every time you plug the hole up, it unplugs the hole for you. So I need to sort that out ASAP without poison, because we've obviously got cats and dogs around. Just gonna reverse the boxing. Just get them sheep out there because they're fair. They're tight in, to be fair. Just because they're so big and round with the fleece that they've got on, it's crazy. Got sand on your feet and a big baseline. Moving slow because we've got time. Your sparkles out, party at mine. Check out the view, shades low. Started at 2, now we're good to go. Come to my party, all of your friends are here, and we're all smiling ear to ear. Come disappear. Let the love itself surround you. So these, ignore the black ones, these are the clins. They're the second lot of gimmies we've got with our sheep. We've not got any this time because we put the blue on. Go on, girls. Go on, ladies. Oh, that's why they're so big. It makes sense. It makes sense because they've never been shorn. Sheared, shorn, clippered, whatever you want to call it. They've never been it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 34.
Oh, I was trying to count the breeds. I thought you were counting the breeds.
Oh no. Theory, they would be better mums, more milk, hardier, better feet, wouldn't they? See, they're pretty much the same as the others, but they wouldn't be as curvy. They wouldn't make the grade. When you're grading them, they wouldn't be the same. You imagine this heat with that coat on. is, so they've never been shorn before. That is technically their lamb fleece that they were born with. This is their first time, so they will then become shearlings. It's a common misconception that we shear them for our own benefit. This wool is worth nothing. This wool's worth slightly more, I mean only slightly more, but this wool is worth nothing. That big pile over there that you can see is going to compost. We send our wool to make compost, and it is not worth as much as what it costs to get them done. No, I've talked about this before. People probably won't remember, but I have. When we got this box here, it was a bit of... These come from the manufacturer, the ratchet strapped on. There's basically ratchet straps, and we don't like them. They wear, and they just look generally unsafe to me. Even though they're not in any way unsafe. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we don't like them. Anyhow, this... There's a bit of a gap there. Is there a bit of a gap there? Has it moved? No, it's not moved. It must just have a gap. When we went to McWhirter's to get this box, and they did it all up, and they asked us how we wanted it put in on the trailer, and Roy stole this idea from the Herbs trailer, and this is how the yellow peril wagon is held on. The back's held on to the chassis, kind of, or whatever this is called. What's it called? The bed. Roy actually just thought that this was welded on. And I said, no, it's not. It's just kind of held on. It's held in place on both sides. That's all it is. And he said it won't. He was under the impression it was welded and it was going to be an absolute pain in the ass to take off and put back on again. It won't be a pain in the ass. If we ever were desperate for a trailer like this, to be fair, we'd probably just borrow one off a friend. But it wouldn't be terrible to take off. All you'd do is undo that, or undo one side, slide it out, and away you go. And then you can put it back on quite easily. Apparently it's going to absolutely thunder it down. I've just spoken to Ollie Harrison, obviously Merseyside, and he said they are literally, it started, the black clouds are coming. Well, they're here as well, so I hope he gets his field finished. To John's for some fertiliser. Look at this. Do you remember that morning when I walked up Merton Pike? That's it there, from a different angle. Oh, is there someone up there? Oh no, maybe that's that thing that people stand on. Fellside. And we talk about Fellside people. They're special people. They think differently round here. If you take this, right, and use it for dye, it dyes purple. Would you believe that? The cows, but all of a sudden it's gone very, very dark. So we're running to feed the cows because we're going to end up getting very wet. Lifting some fertiliser off that fell over on the way home. Because they've fallen over, we need to put a strap around them and then lift them up. I wouldn't mind, JC said drive safely, but some woman made us slam on. It was her fault. That was such an ordeal for such a simple task.